Okay, so picture this. A scholar sitting in a quiet library opens this luminous blue book. But he's not just reading, he's really embarking on a journey, diving headfirst into a whole new spiritual world. And this is the story of what he found inside.
So what was he studying so intently? The violet flame of Saint Germain. It's a concept that, well, it promises to untangle some of the biggest mysteries of spiritual transformation. The first thing he reads is that this book isn't just a book, it's a metaphysical map of the universe's creative energies. Right away, you know this is serious stuff. We're talking about a map that charts the invisible forces that shape everything around us. So what did this map actually show him?
Well, it laid out this whole system called the Seven Rays. Think of it like 7 different frequencies of divine light, almost like cosmic radio stations. Each one is broadcasting its own unique vibe, a specific lesson for your soul. And each one is overseen by a master teacher, a Chohan.
And right there on that map, the scholar finds his guide, Saint Germain. Now, he's not just any master. He's the Chohan, the master of the 7th ray. That's the final frequency. This puts him in a position of huge importance. He's the guardian of transformation, the guy you meet at the finish line of the whole cosmic cycle. So the scholar turns the page, and the story shifts from the map to the tools. He discovers that Saint Germain isn't just a guide, he's a divine alchemist, and he's offering a very, very specific instrument for change. And that instrument is the violet flame. So what is it exactly? Well, the book defines it as a high-frequency spiritual energy. It's not a real fire, but it's this powerful tool of consciousness. It's the main tool of that 7th ray, and it's built for one thing: transmutation.
And you start to see just how big a deal this is. This isn't about turning lead into gold in a lab. We're talking about spiritual alchemy. It's about dissolving negative karma, clearing out all those old emotional blockages, and purifying your personal energy. It's a tool designed to take all the heavy stuff, all that human struggle, and turn it into the gold of spiritual mastery.
The book then gives him this incredible metaphor. It describes Saint Germain as a divine pharmacist. And the violet flame? That's his special remedy for the weight, the stress, all that accumulated density that we all feel just living in the world today.
Then, the scholar has this aha moment. This remedy isn't just for individuals, it's for the whole planet. The book explains how Saint Germain and this flame are at the very heart of the shift from one huge cosmic era to the next, from the Piscean Age to the Aquarian Age. We're literally moving from a time of victim consciousness and looking for answers outside ourselves to a new era of creator consciousness and individual spiritual power. Okay, so this led the scholar to his next big question, the really practical one. This is an amazing tool, but how do you, use it? And the answer wasn't about just wishing or hoping for it. It was about precise, deliberate action. He discovered that the 7th ray works through what's called ceremonial magic. But don't let the name fool you. It's all about using precise, rhythmic actions and rituals to structure energy with your intention. It's the science of bringing spirit into matter through focused, repeated patterns. The book even broke it down into 4 basic steps. First, you've got to align your will. You consciously decide to do it. Second, you use rhythmic action, like repeating a decree or an invocation out loud. This focuses your energy like a laser. Third, you visualize. You master the geometry of sound and light. And finally, all of that together, it makes real, tangible change happen in your world. And what's the ultimate goal of all this practice? The book was crystal clear: mastery over the etheric realm. Just think of that as the invisible energy blueprint that our physical reality is built on. By cleaning up that blueprint with the violet flame, you literally change the physical reality that grows from it. So at this point, the scholar understood the what, the why, and the how. But there was still one huge question nagging at him. One piece of the puzzle was still missing. I mean, where does a normal person get the authority to command a cosmic force like the violet flame? You don't just ask for it, the book says you have to command it. So what gives you the right? What's the source of that power? The answer he found was the simplest and maybe the most powerful phrase in the whole entire book. Just 2 words: I am. This is the absolute core of the teaching, the I am presence. It's this deep, fundamental belief that you, me, every single person has a direct line to their own higher divine self. And that is the source of all power. It means when you invoke the flame, you're not begging some outside force for a favor. Nope. You are commanding it with the authority of the divine spark that's already inside you.
As he got to the final chapters, everything just clicked into place for the scholar. He could finally see the whole grand design, the real purpose behind Saint Germain and his gift to all of us.
He saw that Saint Germain's true role is to be the ultimate liberator. He's the one waiting at the end of the spiritual cycle, offering a way to speed things up. Instead of the slow, painful grind of balancing karma over lifetimes, the violet flame is like a spiritual shortcut, instant alchemical change. And his own supposed immortality? That's presented as the ultimate proof that spirit is, and always will be, the master of matter.
And with that final realization, our scholar closed the luminous blue book. But the journey wasn't over. The knowledge wasn't just in his head anymore. He could actually feel the warmth of that purifying fire in his own mind, in his own heart. And that brings us to the final question. It's the one the scholar was left with, and it's the one I'm going to leave with you. If this core idea is true, that the laws of spirit are superior to the laws of matter, what burden, what struggle, what piece of accumulated density in your own world could start to feel just a little bit lighter right now?